Hi there, welcome to Rachel Likes to Draw. Today in this video I would like to draw a fan art of Angel's Egg. It's a movie that I really enjoyed to watch, and just in case you haven't watched it, go and watch it. Well, I cannot say it's for everybody, this movie, because the first time I saw it I really didn't know what I was expecting, and within the first few frames, I was not quite sure if I liked it or not, but I was so curious that I just kept watching. And so, the first character of this movie is actually a little girl. She's carrying an egg around with her, and it's not in a realistic world. It's kind of, I don't know how to describe it precisely. It's a universe in which she's kind of alone, or with kind of ghosts around her, ghost characters. And she's there, she has this egg in her hands, and she just wishes that there's something inside the egg that will burst out one day, and it gives her hope. And so that's why I chose for this video to mostly talk about belief and when you don't believe. I don't want to make a video that is really deep into the subjects, but just to get inspired by the symbolism behind the egg, the actual egg. So as you can see, I drew the little girl. She has her egg in her arms, and she's really taking it close to her heart because it is so important for her. What I really enjoyed about this movie is just the simplicity of it, but also how deep it was getting. It's when you don't have the words to describe it that you feel that something just happened, and you're not quite sure why, so you have to just rewatch the movie again to make sure that you perceive this touch of meaning behind, the piece of art you just witnessed. And that's important to create the emotion in your art. And this movie really did that for me. I'm not quite sure if it would do it for everybody, because you need to really be open about watching this movie. And it's quite long, and just to make you understand what kind of movie it is, it's, of what I remember, it's about 3 hours, and maybe there's kind of 3 lines of people speaking in the movie of dialogue, and that is kind of strange thinking about it. But when they talk, it is so important because, they're talking, they're doing something that had not been done in the whole movie, so you're really just drinking what they have to say. And for the art piece that I'm doing, I did not have a precise model in head. It was just the common fan art piece that is done with this girl. It's the girl with the egg. And what I really enjoy about the design of this little girl is actually her hair. If you take a peek at a picture, I can just put it here, let's say. There it is. So you can see how her hair is just floating around her face. I really wanted to do that with my version of this little girl. So you see here I'm beginning to mess her hair a bit and put different little lines to express how fluffy it is. And for the hands, I'm still studying how to draw them properly, and I wanted to take this tip to just feel kind of the shape of the hand without drawing every little finger. Not that you have a lot of little fingers, but every finger of your hand. So without drawing everything, to get the principal shape of it, it helps me a lot. You should try it. And for the global shape, I wanted her to be kind of in her little bubble, all put on herself and taking care of. The only thing that really matters to her is her egg. And well, I don't want to spoil you what's going to happen in the movie. You should watch it. That is the point of my video. But no, actually. And what is really interesting about this movie is that it talks about something that is so delicate now that you talk about beliefs. And I think it helps to understand the people who believe a lot. It in any subject. It could be in their projects or in religion. It could be really in their relationship or anything like that. It's to understand the point of believing, what it gives you, how it helps you. So this little girl, this egg is all she has, and so you see it through the images in the movie and by sound. It's not only with words. So it is something special, really, really extremely special to see in the movie of Mamoru Oshii. And I hope you can feel it also just by looking at this peak of this movie, just by taking a look at how this little girl is just holding to her egg. That's something that is important. So now I'm just adding more details so that I'm darkening up the lines, the official ones. So that helps to give kind of the contrast I was looking for again. And if I had put the time into doing that, I really would have darkened up the whole paper around her so that she would be in the dark with only her clothes and her egg, because that's the feeling you get about this character. She's all, I'm not quite sure how to say that. She's all just on herself in her bubble. It's something that I aspire to. It's to create those kinds of character that make you feel something, that make you feel that there's something special going on, and they tell you a story. If you've watched my other videos, well, you might know that I really like to tell stories. I like my characters to tell a story or to be part already of a story, just like Esmeralda that I did in my first video. And sometimes the story comes from the art itself. It emerges just like with the exquisite body, the cadavre exquis, when you try to improvise and make the pencil decide what you will draw next. So it's all a matter of story and storytelling. So here you can see that I darken up just the bottom of her eye. I did not go for the whole dark background. If I had been on my computer, maybe I would have tried it just to take a look at what it could have done. I really like to do the little details at the end, but you need to resist until the end, or else, well, you realize that, ooh, maybe this was not really at the good spot. Adding a bit of contrast for the lines of her dress, last second detail. I hope you will watch Angel's Egg. It's really a big recommendation for me. When I watched it at the end of it, I was thinking, oh, I think I saw my new favorite movie, and it's been a long time since I've watched it. I just wanted to clear myself out before watching it again. And so here's my final piece. And I'm sure I will do a couple more. Maybe I will do a kind of a playlist just of Angel's Egg. And I hope you really enjoyed this video. And if you did, please leave me a comment. Tell me about the movie, or if you will watch it or not, and tell me why, because it is such a good movie. See you next week. Bye!